kick it counterclockwise. And you want to use two hands for this because you want to stabilize everything, just like when you're throwing. So, you're kicking it, you know, put your finger in the middle. It kind of keeps it down. Your left thumb is going to be kind of like a little brace that you're going to be working with. You want your hands together. That way you can keep it nice and steady. Keep this firm. You don't want to let it bounce around on the wheel. Elbows tucked in. What you're going to do, start to trim it down. Nice and even. And on this, speed is your friend when you're trimming, okay? You don't want to go real slow. So let's say I want to trim in this right here. This is the foot. This is what I'm trimming. You want to make your foot. So we can get started by roughly getting in the foot. Now you can totally reshape your pot by trimming it. You don't have to make just a basic pot. Then you can start to curve out. Now the idea is that you already have the top portion shaped the way that you want it. Now you're just reshaping the bottom part. Notice my hands, they're working together. Everything's nice and steady. Wheels going fast. Now once you've started trimming, you don't want to take your pot out because you're not going to be able to get it back to the same spot. It'll be off-centered again. So I'm just getting it down to the size that I want. So let's say that we've got this roughed in. Now see this little ledge right here? Let's say I want to put that little part in. Square this off. And I'm going to just kind of round that out. Now to put that little ledge in, just push it right there. Just square this off a little bit. Smooth that out by using the flat side. Alright, now I'm going to start trimming this out right here. Now to do that, start from the middle and work my way out to the outside.
choking.
Now, one thing that you're going to do here, if you notice on that little cutout, you want to make this look like it's a continuation of the outside. So if you were to remove this ring, the bowl would just flow right over. Okay. Now you got more meat on the corners here than you do in the middle, so you don't want to trim very deep down here. So I'm just bringing that down, and now I'm going to round out the top. Notice my hands are together, I'm supporting it. Nice and smooth. I'm using both hands. What a lot of people do when they're starting out is that they'll forget to use both hands and they're using just one on the outside and it's getting all bumpy and it's not even. They don't understand why, and it's just simply because they're not supporting it. Let's sharpen that up on the inside. So I'm just getting a little more curve to that outside edge and like how it felt. Okay, so now I've got that pretty much this same little design. You can make the lip or the foot here just a little thinner. About the same depth. Now what I'm going to do next is put a little angle on this corner edge. And what that does, it just adds a little lightness to the pot. So when you flip it over, it gives a slight shadow to it. And visually it just makes it look a little lighter. Okay, then you take a damp sponge. This one could be a little more damp. Once you're finished, now take this and smooth out the sides. Now you can also take a rib and smooth it out more. Slow it down, and then once you do that, you want to take a pen tool, put your initials, your period.
28 minutes there, Gavin. It's my work right there.
Yeah, thanks. And make sure you do put your period, date, initials. And then after you're done with that, remember you don't have to just leave it as a bowl. You can then take it and either carve into it or hand build onto it. Carve into it is really easy at this point. It's not real hard. You can just kind of put whatever you want on there. Alright, and so make sure it's all clean. And then what you do is just put it over on the rack. Okay? So that's the bowl. Questions?